the mastermind behind some of the most memorable and most peculiar movies of the past 2 decades. From Edward Scissorhands to Alice in Wonderland, Tim Burton is widely recognized as one of the most influential filmmakers of our time. Now a new exhibit about him is offering a unique look inside his creative mind. And I recently had a chance to sit down with Tim Burton to talk about seeing his work on display. So tell me what it's like going through this exhibit. Is it kind of like a stroll through your life?
Yeah, it's a strange kind of out-of-body experience, because this stuff was really never meant to really be seen as all kind of private and for projects and things. So when they came to me, I was a bit shocked, and surprised in a very pleasant way.
Speaking of process, tell me about your sketches, because for you and all that I've read, everything starts with a sketch.
A lot of things do, and I you know, sometimes I like to kind of react to that as opposed to thinking about it. I never sit down and go, I'm going to do a drawing about this. Usually it just, something comes out, and if it stays with you, I mean, that's sort of like how the Jack Skellington character, I was just drawing this kind of stick figure forever, and I'm thinking, well, why am I, and so that then opens up your intellectual mind, and you start thinking about it, why you like it, why you want to do it.
And you've been doing that since you were a kid, right?
Yeah, I mean, most kids like to draw, so I just, you know, it's funny because it sort of gets beaten out of you after a while. You know, people, all kids like are pretty good at drawing, and then by the time they reach like 10, so a lot of people go, oh, I can't really draw, and it's like, well, yes, you can. It's like, if you like doing it, then you should just do it. You know, one of the things that I was surprised about, what they dug out, is all the rejection slips I got, you know? So it's like, oh, wow, I realized I was really majorly rejected for a very long period of time. But, yeah, you just keep going with it.
Is there a favorite piece that you have, Tim, in this?
I have trouble looking at it, to be honest.
Why do you have trouble looking at it?
Just because it's you know, it's like seeing your dirty laundry hanging up on the wall or something. Oh, there's dirty socks over there. And
people have come out in droves to see this. Does that surprise you? It's been a great success.
You know, I think the best response I've gotten is that people that don't usually go to museums, they kind of got into it. And so that's a special thing for me.
Tell me a little bit about your childhood. Growing up, you considered yourself an introvert. I'm not seeing that at all here today, I have to say. But
well, that's what happened. You know, when I just started doing live action films, you're kind of forced to talk to people. You know, before that, I really didn't speak very much. So I've had to learn how to communicate over the years, and yeah, I've gotten a bit better at it. I mean, if you talked to me 20 years ago, wind and silence, and you know.
You keep a pretty tight circle, tight artistic circle, the people that you work with, Helena, Johnny, and others. Is that important to you?
Yes and no. I don't work with people just to work with them, especially with actors. It's got to be the right part and the right thing, and especially when you work with people before, it's like, it's important to keep that edge and that dynamic going. You know, I would, if I ever got to that point of like, oh, I'm just going to work with them because I know them, I probably wouldn't do it.
When you survey the Hollywood landscape, or even beyond it right now, is there anybody that you think, I'd love to work with that you haven't yet?
I always try to keep an open mind about that, because you know, in the past, I don't like that actor, I don't like that person. Then, you know, you maybe work with them and you completely change your mind. It's like, wow, that's great, that person's great. I think it's important to keep always that thing open. And so I try not to be as judgmental as I used to be, in a sense, and like think that, well, you know what, anything is possible. With the right project, the right people, you know, keep an open mind.
And the Tim Burton exhibit opens to the public today in Toronto at the Tiff Bell